Hello, and welcome to I'll Knit With You. My name is Rebecca. You can find me on Ravelry and Instagram as Evil22. You can find the show notes on the blog, illknitwithyou.blogspot.com. You can join the Ravelry group, I'll Knit With You, or you can email me, illknitwithyou@gmail.com. Hi, how are all my L's and my U's? It looks like I got 3 episodes in July. And that's awesome. I'm actually recording the last episode of July and the SSK episode, which is what I'm doing today, the same day. It's just kind of how everything fell, as long as things don't go awry while I'm filming this again. So we'll see. So I just got back from SSK about a week ago, and it was amazing. If you don't want to hear about SSK and that doesn't really interest you, you feel free to skip this episode. Last year people told me they really enjoyed hearing about it because like not everyone gets to go or experience it, or some people live in other countries. And so it's really fun for them to kind of like get a peek into it. So that is what I'm going to do today. I'm going to give you my breakdown of SSK. So we get there at 3 for check-in, and when you get to check-in you get this amazing bag. Sorry, I'm like holding yarn for some reason. You get this amazing... Cool, it's just a bobbin. I grabbed a bobbin too. I've been spinning, which you'll hear more about in the next episode. Last year's bags were just like regular canvas totes. This year we got mega awesome canvas totes. They even zip, and they have this beautiful front pocket. So this might be like my new like take it on a trip bag, like you know, a weekend trip bag. It's really, really big, and I have a weekend trip bag that's pretty similar to this. But it has stripes on it, and it's navy. But this is always full of goodies, including discount coupons for a bunch of stores. This year we got all sorts of amazing stuff. I'm going to show that to you when I show you the market stuff, just because I've kind of got it all in one little box. Because I sorted the stuff out of here, so there wouldn't be a bunch of stuff mixed in and making noise when I was picking it up. So you get your goodie bag, and then you have time to sit around and just kind of hang out for a little bit and go find dinner. And then they have the first night's, like, meeting. I don't know what they call it exactly. But all the prizes that have been donated, half of them get raffled off the first night. And last year I won a ton of stuff. I won, like, too much. And this year I just won, like, 3 things, which is still pretty amazing. But the first night I won 2 of those things. So I won a spindle from Erin Makes Stuff. So the base of it is stone. It's really, really heavy. And this part looks like it's glass, but it's actually just like a resin type thing. So this is a really lightweight spindle. And I learned how to support its spindle, which we'll get to here in a second. But I also won the fiber that's on there. I won, this is going to be quickly, so I'm going to stop talking so I can turn the sound off for a second. This is Naturally Knitty's Heavy on the Unicorn Guts. I love her poonies. I think she does an amazing job. She's also part of the House Cup, so look, I feel like I got to support a sister there. And so these are really great to spin, and they're perfect for a supported spindle because just the way that you are handling everything, this kind of keeps the fiber out of the way. Like, it's hard to get this twisted in versus like some roving, which is all like one big puffy thing. These have Angelina, Faux Cashmere, Falkland, Firestar, Merino, Metallic Fibers, Silk, Silk Noil, and Targhee. So yeah, that's a pretty amazing gift to win with a spindle on the first night. So that's what happened, and it was awesome. And right now that's all living in my SSK bag that I bought from the Fat Squirrel. I pre-ordered. It was kind of nice because I got to like spend the money, but I didn't feel like it was so close to SSK that it was like dipping into my yarn fund, even though it probably should have been in the same, you know, financial area. But I didn't do it last year, and I kind of wish I had. That's okay, but it has this nice little wooden token on it that says, you know, SSK 2016. And look, this bag is adorable. I think last year was a flower print, and I wasn't really into it. And this year when I saw her put these up on her podcast, I was like, I need to order one of those. Now, I just got the smallest size, which is good for me. This is about most of the size things that I would carry around anyway. I don't really carry sweaters outside my house, so they don't really need to live in a bag. Most of them kind of live in like a designated area for them and their yarn. Some of them even live in those little canvas boxes, so that kind of works out for me. But this was just about, you know, just like the best way to start. Because among all the friends that I made last year and so many friends that I made this year, including some people from Eat Sleep Knit, Catnip, who is one of my fellow Team Rabbiteers. She was there. We met on the Team Rabbiteers board, which is like, so Eat Sleep Knit divides us all into 4 groups, and I'm on Team Rabbiteers. So I said, hey, is anyone here going to SSK? And she's like, oh, I am. It's my first year. And I was like, dude, we gotta hang out. And so we did, and she's awesome. And I also met Shea Bear, I'm really bad. I either know people's usernames or their real names, but I don't ever know both, I feel like. I hung out with my friend Mary again, which was awesome. Last year I kept confusing her with our friend Stephanie. And I swear to you, at the beginning when I went to check in, I went up to Stephanie and like gave her a hug and was like, oh, it's so good to see you. We've been talking all year. It's so awesome. And that's totally Mary. Yeah, I don't know how I walked off and I was like, I don't know how I just did that. Like, how do I keep doing this? And Hazel was there. Like, I don't know. I just saw like, I feel like if I just try to name people, I'm going to miss somebody. But Awen Darwin, Elizabeth, who's got a username that I don't remember. But so many awesome people. And one of those people was Emily from Fibertown. And she does a lot of supported spindling. And she taught 2 breakout sessions, which is where attendees can teach a class, kind of like a thing, for like a shorter amount of time. They don't get paid or anything, it's like a volunteer thing. But she did supported spindling both days, Thursday and Friday. Yeah, those are the days of the week. And I went to her first one, and then she was like, yeah, come back to the second one. So I came back to the second one, and I feel like I've really got it now. I need to do more of it, obviously, because I've only done about 2 poonies worth. Maybe I'm on my 3rd one. But I need to wind that off so I can put more on there, because I feel like it's getting really heavy and it's getting kind of, I don't want to overfill it and then that cause problems. So anyway, enough about supported spindling. But that's been going awesome. You know, now we're done with the first night. So the second day, got up and got to SSK and went with Mary and Emily Fibertown to some local stores. We went to Craft South, which was more, oh, I did buy something there. At Craft South, I just bought something small. I got this koi goo. It's just a little bitty thing, but it's really beautifully flecked, and I really like it. So this is 50 grams, 175 yards of 100. And then we went to House of Yarn, which is kind of my favorite store in Nashville for yarn. And one of my friends had asked me to make them a hat, so I bought some Mrs. Crosby hat box in the New Leaf colorway and some Plymouth yarn in the white color. I'm pretty sure it's just white. And I actually finished that hat, not at SSK. I finished it pretty recently, and I'll be showing it. I would have showed it to you in the FOs episode, but I will show it to you again now. It's this little hat. It's called Flora, I believe. And the pattern's really fun. I restarted this about 5 times at SSK, and then I realized that I had inverted the middle section. I was doing all white as the background color and green as the main color, or green as the colorwork color, so I actually ripped it out again when I got home and redid it for real. But it's okay because I was really distracted at SSK, and it was not going well. So that works. After that day I supported spindling class, and we ate more good food. I think we went to a place called Mellow Mushroom. It's a pizza place. It was really, really good. The next day I had my intro to brioche class, and I thought brioche was going to be a lot scarier than what it was, but I never even had attempted it before. Like, I just had always been like, yeah, I should try that sometime, and just, why would I do it if I didn't know how? Like, you know, sometimes I'll teach myself stuff, and sometimes I'm just like, I don't need to knit that way. Like, I can just wait. But we learned how to do it flat, which is harder than doing it in the round. Well, some people say that. I think it's easier to do it flat. But I've already picked out a couple of hats I want to make that are brioche, so maybe that'll be soon. So here is my brioche in the round. I left it on here to show you guys. Look at it, it's all stretchy and poofy. I also asked her a couple questions about how to do multiple colors. That wasn't really a part of the class, but she would answer questions about it. But she wasn't going to ask the entire class to do it. So you can see on the top row, the gray is my background color kind of thing, and the yellow is my front color. It's not perfect because it's not off the needles, and so it's still got some color dominance issues there. But you guys, I brioche like so good, and it's awesome. So I really enjoyed learning how to brioche. I actually bought yarn from Eat Sleep Knit and had it delivered to my brother's house, because I did that when I was on vacation in Texas. I ordered yarn and had it delivered to my friend's house where I was at, And there's just something kind of weird and amazing about getting a yarn delivery while you're not even home. So, like, I know I'm at SSK and I'm gonna buy all this yarn, but I got some Cascade T20 from Eat Sleep Knit. On Friday night we went to Edley's, which is a really good barbecue place. And we were gonna go to Jenny's afterwards, but we were running really late because Edley's kind of takes a while. We waited in line for 40 minutes, but then we got our food like right when that 40 minutes was up and ate it, and we're out the door in about 20 minutes. It was really, really good barbecue. And that night was the try-on room, and I tried on a couple of things, including some pieces that you're seeing here. My friend Mary tried on stuff in different sizes, which was really cool to see how that compared, to see, you know, this is more fitted because of this or whatever. And so that's really kind of my favorite parts of SSK is the try-on room, because like it's like you're experiencing the Ravelry pattern library in person to some extent. And so that was just really awesome. And so we did that. And I was trying to sell my Hitafude and didn't really have any takers, but I knew that a lot of people were interested in it the year before. And so the next morning I ended up giving it away to this lovely woman you see here. She was very excited. I saw her wearing it the rest of the day. And I liked my Hitafude, it just didn't fit me right, but it fits her perfectly. And so it's like it was meant to be, so she had to have it, right? So Friday night after the try-on room, my sister-in-law had her birthday, and she was having a small get-together at her house, so I went to that. And they had found these games on Xbox as part of the You Don't Know Jack set. I think they're called Jack boxes, maybe. And they're really cool because the game is played on the Xbox, but you log into it with your phone. Technology, right? And then instead of having like a remote where you would click an answer, you could just do it on your phone, and you can type in like a Mad Lib type thing. Or we played a bunch of games where people would put in words or do a drawing, and you had to like figure out which was the funniest or like which one would be like worth the most. And it was really, really fun. So that was a really good way to end my SSK, even though it wasn't with SSKers. So Saturday is all a whole different thing. And Saturday's when I gave my Hitafude away, which makes me so happy. Like, one, to pass it on to someone who's gonna love it, and two, just like making someone happy makes me happy. Making someone happy just makes me happy. And so we did that before the market opened, and when the market opened, we got these bright green SSK market bags. This logo matches their logo for this year. Like you see, it's also on my shirt. It was also on my big canvas bag, which is right here, which is why I'm pointing right there. And so that's kind of like the theme. It ties everything together. It's really nice. But I bought a few things. I didn't buy a crazy amount, but I'm going to show you what I got at the market, and then I will show you some SSK wrap-up stuff, and then I'll show you what I got in my goodie bag, and then that will be probably it for this episode. So, what did I buy? So, I bought some Western Sky Knits because I had won some off the Sort of a Knitter podcast one time, and it is just luxury to knit with. I really wanted a sock blank, so I bought a sock blank from them, and it's like this beautiful, I'll open it up for you, that was nice. Let me unwrap this a little bit here. It makes me think of like a giant nebula. Like, look at that. And it's all super speckly. I don't know that it's going to be socks. I don't know what it's going to be. But it's just, it's a single knit one. And so I've only ever worked with double knits, which don't bother me because I do 2 socks at a time most of the time anyway. So I don't know what I want to do with this yet, but I will figure it out. I bought my first, this is all on the floor in front of me, so I might be bending a lot. I'm sorry about that. I bought my first Miss Babs. I bought, it was a light worsted in the Wild Iris colorway. What's this say? It says tangled garter. So I don't know what that means. Is that the weight? I haven't documented any of this yet, so it's a little confusing for me still. But it's purples and like this light blue, and then I loved it so much, and I was like, why do I never buy this? I want to buy 2. So I went back and got a second one a little bit later on, because we do several passes of the market. So this is again the light worsted and the Babette Sea Life. So I don't know if these will go together to be something. They could if they wanted to. I mean, I don't know. We haven't gotten there yet, but I have them. I know there's the Yowza shawls, but I don't know I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I like shawls, but I feel like I enjoy having something that I can wear because I feel like it's more knitting reasonable. Anyway, that doesn't make sense. Whatever. I bought some beautiful knitting in color, and this is the After the Storm Glam Sock, Sparkle Sock. It is 438 yards, 75 superwash merino, 20% nylon, 5% stellina. And I really wanted she had them in fiber and in sock blanks, and I couldn't decide how I wanted it, but I decided that I wanted it a sock yarn, like this. I think it's beautiful, and I can't wait to make something with it. I want to maybe make a hat with it because I want to wear it around a lot and be like, hey everyone, look at this amazing colorway. I bought a couple of gradient skeins from Wandering Wool. This is the Saranic Fingering Weight in the Yuma Sunset. And I bought, oh my nose is itching. Sorry. I bought opposing color sets so that I could make one gigantic shawl that would kind of repeat. So I'll go like teal to orange, then orange to teal, right? So it just keeps going and going. I don't know what they're gonna be, and I don't know when this is gonna be yet, because I haven't gotten to the point of putting it in my stash. And once it's in my stash, then I can start brainstorming. So it's been living in it exists, but it's not. I don't feel guilty about it yet. Oh, I don't feel guilty about any of this stuff, but you know what I mean. I bought some Jinx yarn. I bought a lot of her stuff last year. I really like it. I bought 2 skeins last year, I think, actually. But I really do enjoy it. This is the Glitz Sock Self-Striping in the Sweater Weather colorway. And it reminds me of a lot of the same colors that's in the House Cup. Like this teal looks like the same teal. That red is definitely the same red. But I mean, she's a dyer. She uses the same dyes. So the color repeat, her color repeats are insane. And so this one, it goes 3 browns, 3 reds, 3 browns, 3 greens, 3 browns, 3 blues, 3 browns, 3 golds. But the red, green, blue, gold kind of makes me think of some of the House Cup colorways. So I'm excited to knit it up, but also it's kind of like a muted House Cup color, or muted Hogwarts House's colorways to me, in my heart. I also bought some fiber, which is going to be crinkly, so I'll be turning that down so you don't have to deal with that. Oh, that's not so bad. I bought 2 things from Hobbledehoy. I think you can see them pretty well. Yeah. And so I have a fun story about me and Hobbledehoy, because I can say that now. So this is Fantasy Batlings, and this is the Blind Date. They're all just like chunks of mismatched fine fibers is what it says. It's 4 ounces, but then it's kind of like a sampling of different stuff. And you can even see there's like pieces of actual yarn in there. So that's going to be fun to spin up. But so, Emily, Chain of Fools, Fibertown, all that, you know, one person. She was spinning some Hobbledehoy, and there are these rainbow, I don't know what the colorway is called, but it's like little rainbow fluffs and the little cloud looking batlings. Fluffs, batlings, whatever. And so I saw someone carrying them and I recognized them. I go, and I'm, you know, trying to be friendly, making friends. And I was like, hey, are those Hobbledehoy? And my friend Mary goes, yeah, she's Hobbledehoy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Like, I think your stuff is beautiful and I've always wanted to buy some, but I'm never in a place where I get to buy some. And she thought it was hysterical. And so we took a picture together for my Instagram, which is even funnier. And then apparently the next day she was telling people this story, which is adorable. And so basically we're best friends now. No, but I had to go by her booth and buy some stuff because I'd never gotten to buy Hobbledehoy. And also, look at this. That's gorgeous. I want to make it all into the things. Yes, I want to make it all into the things. That's what I said. I also bought some more stuff from Ross Fiber. Last year I just bought some naturally gray colored stuff. This year I bought some Corriedale. And it's this dark navy with like these greeny colors mixed in. It looks very spacey. That was kind of like my last fiber haul, was all spacey colored yarns. Again, the spacey colored yarns. So I'm maybe on a kick a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what to show you guys. Okay, so I also bought some stitch markers from JLB. So she has these, we did play a little bit of Pokemon Go on campus, I'm not gonna lie. And she had Pokemon stitch marker holders, which if you're gonna buy it now, it's like the perfect timing. And I got, she gave me some pins that are in here too. Sorry, I don't want to like throw everything on the ground, but I'm Team Mystic on the Pokemon Go's, and so I got these. I don't know if you can see them. I don't want to dip. Here, I'll do this. Okay, these blue stitch markers. They're just like little loops. I don't even know if you can see those. They're just like the little loops with a bead on them, and so I had heard a lot of people talking about her stuff, and I've never actually bought it. So this was my first JLB purchase. I was pretty excited about that. And I think that's pretty much everything I bought. But I was also going to show you guys what was in the SSK goodie bag, so that is what's about to happen. So I got some Turtle Pearl self-striping sock yarn. This was the colorway for this year. Last year it was like a purple. I really, really like this. It was called Party We're 5 because it was their 5th year. And I maybe splurged and bought a second one. So that was pretty awesome. And then we got, so also the local yarn companies will give us little goodie bags, including House of Yarn gave us this Jill Draper Make Stuff book. And the front cover has the Kitchener stitch in it. And the back has like a small ruler and some conversion information, which is pretty awesome. We got a Knit Girls measuring tape. We got the same one last year, but that's fine because I love that one. It's got a carabiner on it so I don't lose it. We got a really awesome Hip Strings Modern Fiber Arts wraps per inch tool, but it also, you can just lay it across if you want. It's pretty cool. I like having stuff like that, especially for my spinning wheel, like keeping it nearby. This is what we got all of our business cards in, which had a bunch of, you know, different coupon codes. I'm not gonna take it out of there because I don't want to show something off I'm not supposed to. We got a stitch stopper from JLB, and it's kind of hard to see, so I'm gonna get really close with this. But it has these two little nubs on the top where you can put your needles through, and then the this part says like SSK and has a little cute guitar on it, so that's pretty awesome. We got a cute little package from Janby Smiley, and it was a Lose Me Not. It's a little tiny thing for stitch markers, which is good. I don't have a lot of small ways to carry stitch markers that aren't super loud, so now that I have two things, like, I'm pretty stinking happy about it. We got this from Acreworks. They made it just for us. It is something so you can figure out what your gauge is. Look at this thing. So you put it down, and these are teeth. You can see that they actually like stick out. And that sits on your sweater so it doesn't move around. And then that's, the numbers are like inches. And then you just count what you can see in this slot. Right? Acreworks is so freaking cool, you guys. I need to buy more of their stuff. I actually went to their booth and figured out, because I bought one of their bobbins before, but I bought the wrong kind for my spinning wheel, and I went and looked at the ones, and now I know which one I need to get. So, you know, just click the wrong thing on a drop-down menu, it happens. One of my favorite things that we got was from Trinkles. Is it on here somewhere where I could just show that off? Let me hold it like this. Trinkles, I think you can read that from there. But it's a super flat portable nitty knotty. So here it is in all of its glory, very flat, very tiny. And then you take these two pieces and you stick them together like so. Nitty knotty. It's a 1 yard wonder. And then it's got a 1 inch thing over here where you can do a wraps per inch thing if you want. And it's got the SSK logo in it. But she even put like, oh yeah, in the USA made by Trinkles, and it says, you know, it's got the Knit Girls website on there. But this was, I pulled this out and I was like, shut up. That's amazing, because now I can do like mini skeins. I can do mini skeins on this. Normally on my regular Nitty Nutty, I'm gonna fall out of my chair. I just do like one side, and this is probably about the same height, but honestly it's gonna be so much better. So I'm pumped for that. I can keep this in my, you know, spinning thing to go, but I'll probably leave it here just because this cardboard's really sturdy and that way it doesn't get snapped. We do bingo every year when we get there. You have to go and meet new people and talk to people and fill out your bingo card, and the first 50 people to do so won some ancient arts yarn this year. So I won this yarn. It's very pretty. This is the fingering sock weight. Is there like a color? There's probably a color, but I can't seem to find it. Oh, prairie flower. Huh. But it's pretty. It's really pretty. So I got a couple other small things, some yarn samples, but yeah. Sorry, just like I have a box and I'm not sure what's going on with my life sometimes. This is kind of all mixed in there. So the last night we do a farewell thing, and it's really sad and really fun. And they got to do even more raffle stuff in the last night. And I feel like last year I won several things, but this year I just won one thing, but it was worth it. So Bliss Yarns is another yarn company or yarn store in the Nashville area. And this year they gave away a pretty decent prize. So I won, hold on, let me show you. All of this yarn, so fluffy. And it is Rowan yarn brushed fleece. It is made with extra fine merino wool and baby alpaca. Each one is 50 grams. It's about 115 yards. This is beautiful green. I love this color of green. And it came with a book, the Rowan book, and it has all these patterns in it of things you can make. I might make it into a blanket. I don't know about, I think this would be really heavy for a sweater for me for the climate that I live in. I think there's an index in the back. So here's all my options if I wanted to make something out of the book too. But this was a shocking prize to win. So one thing my friends and I did, you can't see I'm petting the yarn, but it's right here. One thing my friends and I did is that for the last raffle night, we exchanged tickets. So you write your username on the ticket so that when they pull it, they know who it is. And so let's say that we'll call you my owls. I would give you 5 of my tickets that say Evil Twin 2, and you would give me 5 tickets that say owls. And I would go and put those in bags for you, and then maybe you could win a prize that you didn't even know that you wanted. So of the people that we did that with, I think a couple of them won things, so they didn't put their name in for. I know Awen Dawan won a Yarnet, which was really awesome. I think it was her. Maybe somebody else did too, but Catnip told me that she had put my name in for this, and I had also put my name in for this. And so we don't know whose ticket won it, but one of us did, and it made me really, really freaking happy. And so it even says like, congratulations, complimentary of Bliss Yarn Company. And so guys, I feel like such a winner going home with a basket like this, right? So it was a really good SSK, and if you've never been, I say throw your name into the lottery in September and see if you can get in. If you can't get in, I mean, a lot of places, I didn't get in until February, because if someone doesn't, so they pull the original 150, and then if anyone drops out, because people have to, things come up, life changes, they fill that spot with someone else from the lottery. And so that's how I got in. And I think you all should try too. We should all just have a great big hangout at SSK. But I have to go document all this yarn and put it all in my stash. So whether you're at a retreat or you're doing a personal retreat by yourself at your house, knitting in front of some delicious TV, I'll knit with you. Bye guys.